Sagittarius, hello and how are you? We are just about to tap into your energy and see what messages we have as it relates to your money. This could have to do with just, finances. It could have to do with work. It could have to do with a business if that's what you are into. Hello, and this is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in booking your own personal reading with me, I will have a link in the description box for that. But let's go ahead and let's dive into the energy and see what the messages are, what the cards have in store. We have serendipity, and that is card number 18. Serendipity. Serendipity. Okay, so it says, you are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. I love that. Oh, wow. Sagittarius, what have you been up to? And it's interesting because at the bottom it has peace. So it's like whatever it is that you have done, like things are coming in and you're finally going to be able to just here we go, rejuvenate. Like you are going to be at peace. You're going to be able to just kind of like take a... kick off your shoes and relax your feet. That's what I'm hearing. So you're going to be able to just chill, just kick it. I love that. And this has to do with your finances. So whatever you've been doing with your money, with work, with whatever, that's what you're going to be able to do. So we have lead, develop the best way to work with your clients, create programs, packages, and products that help them solve their problems. And then underneath it, it says simplify, stop wasting time on busy work that doesn't move your business forward, complete tasks that bring in money first. And what I'm getting is that like you've got something, like something is about to get off the ground with whatever it is that you've been working on. And so now what you're being guided to do so that you can get to this moment is just basically focus on automating things, like taking, delegating, automating so that things come easier, so that like you are not the one who's focusing on, like all of the grimy, not that you're doing like a dirty job, someone's got to do it, right? But it's just like you can kind of sit back and relax more and just enjoy what you've built up, rather than like, you don't have to be the one to check every email. You don't have to be the one to do all of like your social media. Like I'm getting the sense of like someone needs to hire or look into hiring like a virtual, like phone calls, all of that type of thing. All of that stuff, like someone needs to hire out like for a virtual assistant or something like that. Like you're about to be at a point where that's going to really get your business to continue to grow and to keep you like in a peaceful state of mind. But I'm getting the sense of like you've earned it. That's what I'm hearing. You've earned it. So someone needs to invest in that. And it's actually, believe it or not, like by you hiring out, it's actually going to only help your business grow. You need to focus on continuing to build up. Like if you have a business and you offer like some type of service or product, like you need to focus on adding to like your offerings. That's what I'm getting, like your plethora of offerings. Like you need to make sure that you're, I'm getting the sense of diversify, right? The next card that came out, it says finance. And here it says, make a monthly budget for your business and personal income and expenses. Always be clear and specific about your finances. Some of you guys, not even like some of you guys need to hire out, like maybe even for an accountant, and just make sure that you're giving clear instructions or there's something I'm hearing, I'm hearing and see, it's kind of like stock market. So like if someone is investing things, like you have accumulated enough in your business or in your personal finances that you're able to have like a financial advisor or a financial planner or some type of accountant or something like that. Just be really clear on what your expectations are and what it is that you want to see. This feels like someone who you're about to have a lot of finances to work with, a lot of money to work with, but you can't do it all. You can't do it all. Okay. So you need to hire out for something, and you need to work on, at the bottom, it says build. So you're working on continuing to build up your clientele, your audience, or, whatever this is. I'm hearing knowledge base. So for some of you, it's even like you need to continue to build up on like your own education, right? Your own education in something, and what, related to whatever this is that you do. And I'm looking at specifically where it says, because it says build your email list and nurture your audience by staying in touch. And the main things it has to do with staying in touch. So staying in touch with your clients, like being the face of your company or the face of whatever this is that you do, of the business. Like if you work in a business, like making sure that you're the face. Okay. It has something to do with that. Your job is like really to get more people into your business, because you are the business, and you're what, like you're there. People are drawn to you. It's you. It's something about you. And so all of these other little tasks, they're important, but they're little tasks, and you don't need to be the one to do them. Like if you spend all of your time closed up in an office or, whatever, wherever it is that you do your business, at your desk or whatever, like it's going to take away from time where you could be nurturing your clients, your clientele, your audience. Yeah. I'm being reminded of like, what was that? It was the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it was about like the dad, like who had an issue with hiring out to mow the yard. Right. And, this person basically coming up with the conclusion that when you hire out, like if it takes you, I don't know, 2-3 hours to mow the yard, but you can hire someone to do it and you can pay them like $40, like how much money could you have earned in those 2 or 3 hours? And I might be pushing it, but I have like 4 acres of land, so I might be thinking of it like that. But even if it's like something that is like an hour of your day, an hour of your time, like what, at the level that you're at, really anyone's level, like there's something else that you could have done to earn more money to build up your wealth, and you could have just like, you would have earned more than, much more than what you spend out by paying someone else to do it, someone who actually loves to do it. And it's kind of like a win-win, because if a person loves to do it and you don't, there you go. If a person, needs to work and do it for their finances, and it's going to help you by doing it, it's going to build up even more of your finances, then it's a win-win. But some people, like with a certain mindset, a more impoverished mindset, like that's where people will be like, well, you could have just done it on your own, right? I'm also being reminded of like, when I was married, like my ex, like he had a really big thing about wanting me to be the person to cook and clean. Well, at that time, I was a school principal. I was bringing in almost 6 figures, and I was tired, number one, but number two, it's like that I worked in one of the largest urban school districts, one of the largest in the US, right? And so it's a dog eat dog world. And so for me to make sure that I'm moving up the ladder, moving up the ranks, like I would need to focus in more time on, what I can do to build up my school, or even I needed to spend more time like with my husband and my kids. But and so that's something that could have been hired out for, as opposed to, okay, you're working like 12 hours and then you're gonna come and do things that like cooking and cleaning. It doesn't make any more sense. You are going to have more, like it's going to pay, it pays off. It would have paid off more to just hire someone else to do that, especially people that's their thing and that's what they love to do. And it's, the argument would be that you're actually wasting money, because that can be, money is not just about the actual money. It's also about energy. Money is energy, right? And so at some point it becomes a waste when you're trying to do everything. It's like you're doing a little bit of this, you're doing a little bit of that, but you're not really getting a lot of things done. And so really successful people know that those are like those little things you hire out for those things if you're at that point, right? And so I'm getting the sense of like, to make sure that you stay at this level, or that, like once you get to this level, that's what you need to make sure that you focus on. Okay. You need to make sure that you delegate all of those little tasks out. And then just make sure that you have clear communication with people. At the bottom, it has collaborate, right? Like you make sure, and that might be something that you would want to work on, like building up on. It might have something to do with just like ability to communicate and collaborate and work with other people. Yeah. So the other card, I don't think I talked about it at all, but it's published. It says, start that book you always wanted to write, get your message out and touch people's lives. And what I'm actually getting from this is that this is like, I'm talking a lot about making sure that you're hiring out for certain tasks to help make sure that your business continues to run smoothly. And the focus that I'm seeing is about you making sure that you're getting the messaging out for your business, and that you're touching people's lives, letting them know like how your company or whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you offer, like how it's going to help them in their life. Like this is like collaborating with your clientele, with your people, finding out what it is that they like and what they love and what improvements you can make, as opposed to sitting around checking emails and, I don't know, things like that. Like hire out for some of those things. Yeah. What was that? Clean up your environment. Clean up your environment and sell that shiznit tried to pop out. Yeah. And I'm just like really getting like the clutter of, just trying to do it all. Like things that you've had to do out of necessity, because you were trying to grow a business or something like that. Like you don't you gotta, once you reach this next phase, this next level, you gotta let that go. You gotta let that go. Okay. So for some of you guys, it says, get a side hustle and check your messages. Weeks. Something's coming in for some of you guys in a couple of weeks. So you definitely need to check your messages. I'm getting the sense of like, there might be something that's about to come in, like especially with that collaborate, like someone's gonna offer you something, not like a side hustle as far as like another business or something like that, but it's like a side collaboration is what I'm feeling. This is something to do with like someone wants to work with you, and that might be something that's going to help build up your brand and build up your business for some of you. But you might actually get several offers. And so with that, I'm getting this, like it says, meditate. So you're going to have to meditate on like on the offers that you're receiving. You're going to have to make sure that you're checking in with yourself, with your intuition, with the Most High, with your higher self, all of that, to figure out like what's going to be in your best interest, if anything at all. I'm starting to feel like my throat feels like it's closing. And so it feels like also like at first glance, something about at first glance. Some of you guys, like someone may offer something with some type of business collaboration. And when you look at it, it's not in your best interest. And so I'm kind of getting the sense of like, rather than brushing them off or putting them off to the side, I'm getting the sense of like, you need to speak up and you need to speak up for yourself and say, you know what? I can do this, this, and this, but unfortunately, these things are not going to work for me. I'm hearing or seeing kind of like, no, strike that, add this, you know, that type of a thing. So I'm getting the sense of like someone, they're sing and make music. I'm really getting the sense of like you speaking out for yourself. Like this has something to do with negotiating. So for some of you guys, that might also be what some of you guys need to brush up on or work on as far as educating yourself on. It has something to do with negotiating tactics. You need to make sure that you study that and you implement that. And what you're going to see is that a deal that comes across your desk that may not have, it may have seemed, I'm hearing like a crappy deal, right? Like I'm getting the sense of like someone wanted to just kind of test and see like what they could get away with. Cause you know, like if you can, why not? But, they're going to be pleasantly they're not going to be upset. They're going to be pleasantly surprised at just your abilities, your ability to notice the BS and your ability to negotiate. It's kind of like the deal of a lifetime. I'm like getting the sense of like, you're going to negotiate a deal that's going to be so beneficial for you. Like I'm kind of getting the sense of like someone who, yeah, like it's kind of like you're going to turn the tables and this deal is going to be really beneficial for you. And I'm also getting the sense of like, someone is going to want you like on their team. They're going to want to collaborate with you because it's like, how did you do that? Yeah. How did you do that? So yeah, that's what I have for you. Other than that, it just says move in silence. So whatever it is that you've been working on, if you've been working in silence already, just continue to do so. If you haven't been, you know, that's your cue. Make sure that you're kind of being quiet about what it is that you have going on. So yeah. I'm hearing interference. You don't want to have anybody come in and disturb your peace because that's what's at the bottom. You don't want people coming in to disturb your peace, to interfere with what you have going on. Time sensitive. Something is very time sensitive. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave it at that, Sagittarius. This has been awesome. Remember, if you want your own personal reading, to check the description box because I'll have a link there where you can just click that and book with me. Also, if you are into like cards at all, you like having your own pulling cards for yourself, or maybe you know, like that's what you do. I'm going to have links in the description box for those so that I get like a small commission if you order through those links. But that's what I have for you. So again, this is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you liked it, if you loved it. And you know what? Even if you didn't, I love you so much and have a beautiful day. Bye now.